I am right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Alright. Spark plugs and wires on the Accords. Yeah. Got some NGK iridiums. Good for like another 100,000 miles. Now everyone's gonna be like, why didn't you get NGK wires? Advanced didn't have them, so I got Duralast Gold. It's the same thing. Just the NGK wires are bright blue, which look cooler, but we got anti-seize for the things. Well, first thing you always want to do is when you're doing this is want to disconnect that battery line. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you're gonna shock yourself. I think it's 10. Okay. So after you do that, should be bueno. Just so that shit doesn't fly all over the place. Okay. Pull these wires out. You gotta get them all out, or else they don't fucking pull up out of the hole. You're gonna want to get your spark plug socket or a 5/8. These usually come in like kits. They always have it out and ready. It's usually a special looking socket because they don't want you to fuck it up. It's pretty simple. Just go in there. Make sure you get on the. There you go. So you're seated, and then you gently just kind of break it loose. That's the problem. Might have an issue here. I don't know why my socket will fucking come back out. If you fuck yourself up like this, people. Oh shit, what the fuck happened? Oh, there we go. If you look, it's all black and shit. So it's probably old. Oh, look at that. They had NGKs in here, so at least I know that the previous owner wasn't a retard and didn't buy like Duralast or anything, you know, entirely bad. I'm just doing this plug by plug this way so that we don't get anything out of order. So you pull the plug out of the box. These are pretty expensive. They're like $7. Good thing that they're not expensive tools. That'd be a problem. When you get your plugs, see how nice and clean that is? Get a shot of that. Nice and close up, right? Nice and clean iridium plug. The thing you gotta worry about is there's a gap between this little prong and the actual igniter. So what you gotta do is you gotta get Sometimes they sell them that they look like quarters. I have a decent set from Blue Point. You gotta make sure that they're gapped right, or else it's not gonna ignite at the right time. And I looked at it, it's 42 thousandths of an inch they want. That's like the max for like a Honda. So I have, I think it was like 0.35 to 42. And you can only do this like 3 times, otherwise this little piece will break off. So you just want to take it and like make sure it fits in between. And the 45, if the 45 thousandths doesn't go in, so it should be, I think it should be fine. I'm not worried about it. What you're gonna want to do is take it. If you have anti-seize like already in like a thing, that's perfect too. But if you don't, like me, and you only have this little thing, you just squeeze this shit out. It's basically like protectant for the threads. You only need that much. Literally the size of like a fucking thing. Now don't touch the top of the plug with it, but you want to just fucking go around the thread so that they don't get all rusty. Just a general amount, that's pretty much it. Now, without the tool on it for now, you want to get it in the socket, make sure it's nice and in there, seated. You want to go ahead, without touching the walls, stick it in there, and then just twist it till it's like hand tight. Because if these are over tightened, they can break, and if they break, you're fucked. Because then you gotta take the head of your motor off, and then fuck. It's just annoying. You don't want to do that. So just get them hand tight, basically. And then you can do this with a socket. I mean, you can go and do like a final, like just one turn to get it like perfect. One final, yep. Literally only like the smallest crank just to get it like tight. And then you're gonna go and take the rest off. Good rule of thumb too is when you break these loose, do it slowly. Otherwise you'll break them. And if they snap off, you're having problems. Again, you're gonna have to go and fucking I think that should be loose. Cylinder number 2 wasn't terrible. It's about the same as cylinder number 1. You can look here. This is cylinder 2, and that's cylinder 1. Cylinder 1 is a little redder up top. There might be a little like blow by. You hear that? Yeah. Fucking dude just drove by. Music up. Alright. So now we're getting the second plug. And then doing the same thing. Taking out the box. Grabbing the anti-seize, maybe the wrench. These aren't snap-on tools, so I don't care if they fall or anything. What's up, neighbor? Okay. I'm gonna pick that up. Don't worry about that. Let's take this again. Get this tool. These tools are pretty cheap too. The ones that look like quarters are a little harder to read though. These have like the numbers on the thing. So again, I'm just going to make sure the 0.45 can't go through. It can't, so that means we're at 0.43 or 42 thousandths of an inch. And you just want to get in there and get literally the size of a piece of rice. Do that, and then with your finger, without touching the top, just go in. And you know, put it on the thread. And run to this step again. You take the hatchet and the thing, get it snug, get it in there. Make sure you don't bend that top rod, because then, again, if that's in the back, And then again, just literally get it to just hand tight. These don't have to be torqued on there. They only a plug. And then you just, continue the process. I think the previous owner may have tightened these a little too much, which is why I'm doing this slowly so that I don't snap the threads. Once you fuck the threads up, you're done. That's when all hell breaks loose, and then you have to spend hundreds of, possibly $1,000 to fix your fucking shit. Here's cylinder number 3. A little cleaner than the first two. So maybe the first two were getting blow by. This one isn't. Put these back on. This is literally the most time-consuming part, probably. Doing the plugs. The wires is literally, you just match them to the cap, the length, and you put them on. Well, part 3. Take your tool, make sure they're gapped right. This is like the boring part, so. Okay, we're at the right increment. So I'm gonna take some thread locker. Some fucking color. Not thread locker, anti-seize. Never put thread locker on a spark plug. Gotta make sure there's no like excess. Okay. If you have gloves, I would prefer to wear gloves, but I don't, so I don't feel like spending $12 on a box of silicone gloves. You can if you want to. Again, not a necessity. And then this is literally, I'm just getting this to where it won't go by just like gravity, sort of. Where you have to like apply pressure and then you literally just like give it like a tap. It's where it seats. Get a little pressure. And break your sock wounds. These are work pants, so I don't give a shit about getting dirt and dirty. Alright, the last cylinder, and then we'll get to taking the wires off, and then taking them off the cap and rotor, and then we'll get to see if it fires up. I just got down here to see where it goes into the cap. Okay, I'm gonna lay on my motor a little bit. So I'm getting in there. Yep, popped in. Simple. And then it's already got on the other side. Just pop it in. That is a little low. Now the final one, I'm just going to disconnect from the cap. It's already disconnected on the other side. Come on. Come on out. Just come out. Just like that. Okay. Take the rest of these plastic pieces out. So I'm not using this. Blow on, get the dirt out. Pop them in. Do the thing. Make sure they're nice and neat. interested. He's a cool guy. He works on his truck at late at night. It sounds like a semi. Okay, that's done. Now all we're gonna do is put the old wires. I think I threw 2 of them over here. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that battery wire back on. Start this bitch up. Put this in your 10mm. Just get it snug. Okay. Oh. That would have been stupid how I left these in here.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna see if it starts. We should be good. Should start up, no problem. Easy to do. It only costed me like 65 bucks. Again, it's not the cheapest thing. I mean, well, it probably is the cheapest thing, like aside from like the oil or like the air filter. Easy to do. You can do it at home. I'm not the most inclined. I'm more than your average, but simple as that.